From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on. In Wayne County court news this week, 36-year-old Casey A. Withrow of Sisney pleaded guilty to reckless driving and was sentenced to 12 months of conditional discharge. WFIW reporting that as part of the plea deal, one additional count was dismissed. In a separate case, 41-year-old Justin DeJanes of Johnsonville pleaded guilty to driving while revoked and was sentenced to 2 years probation and given 30 days of home confinement with credit for 22 days already served at the Wayne County Jail. According to the plea agreement in the case, 3 additional cases against DeJanes were dismissed. Meanwhile, in White County, WRUL reports 27-year-old Geronimo Gaspar pleaded guilty to driving without being issued a license and was given 6 months of court supervision. We also have a clarification to a story we reported earlier this week. We had reported that Jordan T. Smith of Mount Carmel was arrested and booked into the Wabash County Jail, and that was incorrect. Smith was back in custody in the Wabash County Jail related to her 2022 case dealing with sexual abuse charges. It was back on March 16th where Smith pleaded guilty, that was of this year, to an amended charge of aggravated criminal sexual abuse in that case of a victim under the age of 18 that was a family member. She was sentenced to 3 years in state prison, and as part of the plea deal, 4 counts of criminal sexual assault were dismissed in that case. Looking at area arrests tonight, 24-year-old Hayden Heath Cullison was booked into the Wabash County Jail early this morning after being arrested by Mount Carmel police. Online records say Cullison is charged with domestic battery, aggravated battery of a person 60 years or older, and threatening public officials or human services providers. Back on Friday, McLeansboro police arrested 26-year-old Jamichael Shakespeare of McLeansboro on charges of child pornography and 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. WFIW reports that the case began after San Juan County deputies contacted McLeansboro authorities about their investigation into Shakespeare. After a court appearance Monday in Hamilton County, he was ordered to remain detained pending trial. McLeansboro police say the investigation is ongoing and more charges are possible. In a separate case, the Wayne County Press reports that an Owensville, Indiana man wanted on a White County drug charge was arrested Tuesday after a search in Posey County, Indiana that began Monday. 33-year-old Corey Deal Leister was spotted Sunday night at a gas station in Poseyville and fled. At around 2:30 Monday morning, Leister was spotted near the New Harmony boat ramp on a stolen bicycle and was taken into custody. He was wanted for meth possession in White County as well as Gibson County, Indiana, on a warrant for domestic battery causing injury. He also faces new charges of theft and resisting police. Also, in a separate case, 30-year-old Tyler Seacrest of Carmi was arrested Tuesday on a charge of driving on a revoked license and cited for operating an uninsured vehicle. WRUL reports he was later released on a notice to appear. Meanwhile, back on Monday, Olney police arrested 47-year-old Sherry K. Brule of Newton for retail theft after an investigation in the 1000 block of Northwest Street. On Tuesday, 43-year-old Tyler R. Hopwood of Olney was arrested for driving while revoked after a traffic stop at South and Whittle. Also Tuesday, 24-year-old Lindsay A. Green of Olney was arrested for threatening a public official or human service provider and for aggravated intimidation after an investigation on Martin Street. And 28-year-old Jordan L. Newberry of Olney was arrested for criminal trespass after an investigation on West Parker Street. And from Lawrenceville Police, WAKO reports that on Wednesday, both 23-year-old Donnell Lowry and 21-year-old Brina Mobley of Lawrenceville were arrested for domestic battery, both taken to the Lawrence County Jail. At this week's Mount Carmel City Council meeting, Water and Sewer Commissioner Tom Meeks warned residents again to stop flushing the so-called flushable wipes down your toilet. He said they are causing costly damage to the city's sewer system. WSJD reports that Meeks says that those do not biodegrade and ultimately plug up the system and burn up pumps. Meek says that as residents continue to flush the wipes, they may too be flushing away more of their own dollars, as repairs will only lead to higher water bills. The City of Fairfield's Board of Health has announced that employees will begin spraying around town for mosquitoes this year. WFIW says officials there say residents will see employees driving and spraying for mosquitoes, and that will be using synthetic pyrethroid. The spraying operation will begin as soon as the weather conditions allow and is scheduled to take place after 9 p.m. weather permitting. The program will continue until the end of the mosquito season. The insecticide will be diluted to less than 0.35% by weight, making it safe for the public, pets, and wildlife when used as directed. City officials encourage residents to help reduce mosquito breeding by avoiding standing water, such as in old tires, pails, buckets, or containers that might collect rainwater. Those can serve as breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Traffic alert for you tonight. The Wayne County Highway Department announcing the closure of a portion of County Highway 1, that's Enterprise Road, just north of its intersection with Highway 2 or 161 extension, to allow for construction work aimed at safety improvements on the north side of that intersection. Officials note that the 161 extension will remain open to traffic during the project. The duration of the closure is uncertain depending upon weather and construction progress. Motorists are advised to seek alternate routes and use caution when traveling in the area. To state news now, Illinois Republicans are calling on their Democrat colleagues and Governor J.B. Pritzker to work with them on property tax reform. It comes days after the release of a report showing massive property tax increases in Cook County over the past 30 years. Capital News Illinois reports Republicans blame the higher property taxes across the state on Democratic policies and unfunded school mandates. Earlier this week, Pritzker said school districts bear part of the responsibility for continuing to raise property taxes despite increased funding from the state. While local governments set their own property tax rates, Republican State Representative Dan Ugasti says they are limited by what the state allows.
We can lower property taxes. We can pass property tax relief bills like HB 9, which this past year alone would have provided $3.5 billion of property tax relief statewide.
House Bill 9 would create a program to award grants for property tax relief to school districts in exchange for limiting tax increases. The bill has not been heard in a committee meeting. We have more to come here on this Thursday night. A look at your weather forecast for the holiday weekend ahead is next, including a severe weather threat tonight. Plus, we've got sports. We'll be right back.
New season, new ride. Steve Faulkner Automotive has F-150s with 0 down and 0% for 60 months and full-size Broncos to lease as low as $378 a month. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Spring is a great time for Jeeps. Get a Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing or a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Lease for only $359 a month. Fresh pricing is waiting for you at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather. Some rain headed our way for Easter weekend, and a good bit of it, as we will see the heaviest rain we've seen this week coming in over the next couple of days. Starting tonight, there is an isolated severe threat. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but generally speaking, over an inch, 1 1/4 to maybe even over 1.5 inches of rain. Greatest amounts to the north, lesser amounts to the south, it appears this time. through Saturday night before that rain will all come to an end. Numbers today, 79 degrees our high this afternoon. Very mild for this time of year. 65 was our low this morning. No rain since midnight, but we have picked up about 1/4 of an inch of rain here at our studios this week. And again, more rain is on the way. Setting the stage, this is the view at 6 o'clock tonight. Prime time for that line of showers and thunderstorms that could be strong to severe to begin moving into the area. That will push out by about 9, 10 o'clock, and then more showers and possible storms wrapping in behind it. That will continue through the morning hours tomorrow. A little bit of a respite on Friday afternoon before the main wave, the final wave with this cold front, starts to move towards us early on Saturday. Heavy rain at times coming in early on Saturday, and the temperatures will take a dive as well with the cold front moving through. Second level out of 5, the slight risk for all the more severe storms, hail and damaging winds and an isolated tornado threat, not as much as the hail threat for any storms that do develop tonight. A level 2 of 5 on that slight risk for severe weather. A lesser chance of severe weather on Friday with the cold front, a marginal level 1 of 5 risk for all of us on Friday. As we take a look at the forecast for tonight, those showers and storms becoming more numerous later on tonight, overnight, with lows in the low to mid 60s. Then on Friday, showers and thunderstorms, windy at times. Highs will be in the 80-degree range for most of us on Friday. Early on Saturday, overnight Friday into Saturday, shower and thunderstorm chances continue with the lows in the low 60s, and on Saturday, upper 60s for highs. Showers and storms will finally come to an end on Saturday night, setting us up for a pretty good weekend. So showers and storms, can't rule out a severe threat tonight with that slight risk of severe storms, wind and isolated tornadoes, damaging threats, 64. And then showers and storms continuing Friday and Saturday. We cool down for Sunday. Easter Sunday looks nice, though. Temperatures a little cooler, but more seasonal. Sunshine is back out. The sun stays with us through next Thursday. That's when showers possibly return. That's a look at your forecast. Sports is next.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College at Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Welcome back. Time to wrap it up for sports here tonight, or with sports. In boys high school baseball yesterday, Fairfield beat Benton 3-1. And Olney beat Sisney 22-0. Girls high school softball, it was Carterville over Fairfield 10-0, and Waltonville Cesar-Valier beat Salem 11-5. High school track yesterday at Flora, the host Wolves win the boys meet with a 2:28. Lawrenceville second at 78. Sisney third at 45. Red Hill fourth at 41. North Clay fifth at 35. And on the girls' side, Flora wins with 155 points. Lawrenceville second at 100. North Clay third at 90. Red Hill fourth at 75. Sisney fifth at 33. And one college baseball score yesterday, Wabash Valley wins their 6th straight. They knock off Southeastern Illinois 12-2. That's going to do it for us tonight and for this week. No school here at Wabash Valley College tomorrow for Good Friday. Our next broadcast of news will come your way on Monday, or of course as breaking news and weather happens. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Happy Easter. We'll see you Monday. Have a good night.